So it's been a while, but we're now here with Versus Volume 4. Wow, yeah. I know, this volume has been out for a while now. I think I'm about like a month late with this video. Um, I've just been a bit busy, and also I figured I might as well, as I've left it so late, save this video for Versus 3-year anniversary, yeah. So the date this video is uploaded is 3 years after I think the first chapter, or maybe even the first volume, came out in Japan and had online scans. But yeah, to celebrate the series' 3-year anniversary, I figured, that's when I'd upload Volume 4. So here's the front, continuing the similar pattern of all the other volumes. Here on the front we've got Lord Jachi. We've got some of the aliens in the back, we've got some of the other natural threats, with the main characters, or the survivors, all at the bottom. Here's the back, same as usual. And here's the side. We've got Jachi on the side, matching with his front image. Here's the first page, and getting straight into the chapters. I think I might have mentioned this in another video, I can't actually remember, but this is one of those series where it doesn't mention all the characters at the very beginning, and there's no message from the author, there's no advertisement, so yeah, this is quite different in that regard. But yeah, picking up where we left off, we had the aliens kind of just destroying everything in sight. No one could lay a finger on them, and that's still the case for this volume. Hallow and I think one of the other guys kind of get left behind, or the base teleports off, so they gotta try escape this chaotic scene that's happening currently. I think it's him and these two. There's like 3 of them together, and they kind of got work together, and yeah, they managed to get away in this little vehicle. This guy is Kiva is still alive. He's just non-stop, just getting beaten up currently. The past every volume he's been in, he's just been getting completely unlucky, and it's hilarious. And then we get introduced to the kaijus again, and yeah, the kaijus are actually a big threat to the aliens, just because of how massive and large they are and their destructive power. So they all start running from the kaijus. Meanwhile, the humans that did escape are kind of also having a bit of an issue. They've teleported away, but they've been apprehended by a group of these weird zombie parasite things from another world. Yeah, like I said before, there are just so many worlds and so many characters, it's really hard to keep track of the characters' names and where they're from. I think that is where this manga series kind of falls short a little bit, is just the overwhelming amount of characters. But yeah, they kind of managed to get out of this situation by being saved by a group of, I guess, just villains that are oh yeah, that's it, the lawless guys. They're one of the natural threats that I just don't like. They're just normal humans. I don't know. They're one of the not as impressive cool ones, I guess. But yeah, they kind of kidnap this guy and just leave the rest of them. And we don't really see much from the rest of this volume, so I'm guessing it'll pick up later on in the next volume. Then we cut back to where Hallow is and the other survivors. Him, the muscular guy, and the gas mask guy, and Pine. They're trying to find this guy together, and unfortunately they got to go through the forest. This is again one of the big natural threats. I don't think it's a single entity. I think it's just overgrown plants and insects and any of nature. But they managed to stumble across some people living within the forest, and they start teaming up with these guys. So yeah, we've got a big split up of a group. We've got two human groups now separated, and I think they're all just trying to get back together now. Meanwhile, the Titans are all kind of getting killed by Jachi, because Jachi shows up later on. He's just like easily just taking on these Titans, and it's kind of one-sided battle. And then that gets the attention of one of the aliens, only one, and this alien kind of like underestimates Jachi because he just sees him as another demon. These guys were basically getting beaten up in the previous volume pretty easily. But yeah, Jachi actually manages to surprise him quite a bit, and I don't think he realises how powerful Jachi is until it's too late. So he powers up to his like full form, which we get to see on the volume cover. Yeah, and even at full power, he's still no match for Jachi, which is really surprising, honestly, because these aliens were really, really strong. And it really goes to show how strong Jachi is, like, among the other demons. I don't know if it's the other demon lords that are as strong as him as well, but maybe it's just re-emphasising the strength of Jachi specifically. But yeah, he kind of just kills this alien, and he can't do a thing about it. Meanwhile, the leaders of the aliens, these are probably like the most powerful aliens in the series. They're all like talking together, determining all the other natural threats and saying, who's a threat, who's not going to be a threat to them. So they start like ruling out like the humans and the demons and the robots as beneath them, and then they admit like the kaijus are above them, so they have to be cautious around them. So this will probably come back later to be useful information for the aliens. But yeah, the alien overlords are basically just undermining the demons and only giving a real threat credit to the kaiju. Unknowingly, this is going to probably bite them in the later on in the story, as one of their aliens is being murdered by a demon right now. So I don't think in future the other aliens going to be expecting other demons like Jachi, or maybe even the leader of the demons himself. But yeah, the alien is brutally murdered. And then Jachi gets attacked by the Titans again, but this time it's the leader of the Titans, the strongest Titan of the series. And that's the cliffhanger of this volume. Yeah, we're going to be seeing how Jachi handles that guy, but obviously if you've read the volumes online, you kind of already know how it's going to go. But yeah, that has been Versus Volume 4. Yeah, sorry if this video is a little bit short, I just didn't really have much to say. Versus is kind of a hard series to make videos on because a good majority of it is just fighting. The story's good and all, but it's mainly just fighting and action, and it's kind of hard to talk about just fighting, I suppose. But yeah, let me know if you enjoy these videos and if you want me to continue doing Versus or not. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.